Sometimes it's not panic and it's not fear. It's a quiet weight that shows up when you open a money app or think about tomorrow. A tired feeling that settles behind your eyes without asking permission. You start delaying small money decisions, not because they don't matter. It's because your nervous system already feels full. Even tiny choices feel like one thing too many. And even on days when nothing is actually wrong, your body stays on guard around money. Your shoulders don't fully drop. It's like rest never quite reaches that part of your life. What if the tension you feel around money isn't a personal failure, but a quiet signal that you've been carrying financial weight alone for far too long? Many smart, responsible people feel this pressure, even when they're doing everything right. This moment is about noticing that feeling, not judging it. I'm Sophia, and this is Sophia Cash, a calm space for people who want to grow financially without fear, shame, or constant pressure. Here, money isn't about hustle or hype, but emotional safety and clear thinking. You don't need to harden yourself to build wealth. Today isn't about fixing everything or pushing harder. It's about softening the pressure so your decisions can finally feel clear again. If that's the kind of growth you want, subscribe and stay with me until the end. Money stress doesn't arrive loudly. It shows up as a quiet tension, reminding you to be careful, to stay alert, to double-check every move. You don't panic, you just never fully relax. That tension follows you into everyday life. Grocery choices, small investments, normal decisions start to feel heavier than they should. Each choice quietly drains energy you didn't realize you were losing. After a while, the exhaustion feels personal. Your mind starts telling you that if this feels so hard, something must be wrong with you. And that belief quietly becomes heavier than money itself. This isn't about being careless with money. What you're feeling is exhaustion that hasn't had a name yet. When you've been managing decisions, risks, and responsibility nonstop, your nervous system eventually asks for relief. This kind of stress doesn't just stay in your thoughts. It settles into your shoulders, your breath gets shallow, and your mind starts looping when you're already tired. That's not weakness, that's your body carrying too much for too long. This reaction makes sense when you've been alert for years. Tracking money, protecting your future, staying disciplined, that's sustained pressure. Anyone carrying that load long enough would feel this way. There is nothing shameful about being worn down. Feeling heavy doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. And humans were never meant to carry constant pressure without support. Money doesn't feel heavy because you're irresponsible or bad with it. It feels heavy because you've been holding it nonstop, without pause, without space to breathe. Anyone would feel tired carrying that much weight alone for so long. Try seeing money differently for a moment. Not as something that's constantly demanding your attention, but as something steady and patient beside you. It doesn't chase you, it waits for you to be ready. When you loosen your grip, something shifts inside you. The relationship with money changes not because you tried harder, but because you softened. And that gentleness is often what creates real control. Sometimes clarity doesn't arrive because you worked harder. It arrives when your body finally feels safe enough to slow down and breathe again. When the pressure eases, your mind remembers how to see clearly. Being tired doesn't mean you've lost your wisdom. It usually means you've been carrying too much without enough care. Before asking for better decisions, your mind is asking for kindness. In moments like this, nothing productive has to happen. You don't need to fix your money or figure out your future tonight. Being here, breathing, and allowing this pause is already enough. Sometimes the pressure doesn't come from money itself, but from how fast our thoughts are racing about it. You don't have to solve everything right now to be responsible or smart. You're allowed to slow your thinking down and let clarity catch up. Money feels heavy when you expect yourself to understand everything all at once. Real investors don't rush clarity, they build it step by step. You're allowed to not have every answer yet and still be moving forward. You don't need to be perfect to make better money decisions. Every investor you admire learned while feeling unsure at times. You're allowed to be human while you figure things out. You don't have to force yourself into peace, especially when money already feels overwhelming. Real calm shows up naturally when pressure softens and you finally let yourself breathe. If this moment gave you even a little calm, stay here with me. Like the video, subscribe for clarity-based growth. Share it with someone who needs softness, and tell me in the comments what part of money feels heaviest right now. This is Sophia Cash, helping you glow up financially without burning out. You're allowed to rest here for a while, and whenever you're ready, we'll grow at your pace.